Hi, I'm Eric Wilson. I'm an independent licensed mechanic. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the inside story on this Mercedes-Benz C240 04, and so you can make an informed decision whether this is for you or not. Okay, number one, on the front left tire, you got about 40% tread. On your front left, on your brakes, you're looking at, so I can get my light out here so I can see. Okay, on your brakes, you're looking at about 50% on the brakes. You got another 20,000 K or 15, about 20,000 K left on the front brakes there. On your strut here, good, and this is your strut right here. This is good and dry, and this is important because this strut is full of oil. So that's looking good on your front strut, on the front right. Now, on your, okay, these are your CV boots right there, and your CV boot right in there. You can see now both of them are intact and not ripped, which is a good sign. This is your lower ball joint, and it's tight, which is a good sign. And it's not, I'm not surprised because Mercedes are pretty much overbuilt when it comes to suspension. So that's on the front left, and I don't see any concerns in there. Okay, on the front right tire, gain about 40% of your tire tread left. So it's down but not out, okay? This is your controller arm here. If you notice that this has been replaced, so it's brand new. That's your CV boot, not ripped. And if you can see inside there, that CV boot is not ripped as well, which is good. And I'm gonna just take up here, and I'm not seeing any visible oil leaks, which is good on the front. Okay, on the brakes, again, same as the other side, about 20, say about 18, 15, but maybe 15,000 K. So front brakes, you get about 15,000 K, I'm going to say. On your shock, again, on your front right, good and dry, which is important. Not seeing any concerns on the front right suspension brakes. And I'll check the back now. Okay, different kind of tread on the back, and about 60%, 70% tread on your back. This is your shock, and that's dry. That's important because it's full of oil. Your spring is good and intact. I'm not seeing any concern with that. Your CV boot, if you can see inside there, that CV boot is intact and good. The CV boot right here is good and intact, and this is your differential here, and I'm not seeing any leaks on that as well. So that's looking good. Okay, on your rear brakes, you got about 20,000 K left on your rear brakes. If you notice your rotors there are good and clean, so nothing. Yeah, they've been replaced recently. So about 20,000 K left on the rear brakes. Okay, here's your shock, and that shock is good and dry, which is important. This is your CV, your inner CV there, and this is not ripped, which is good. Your other CV right inside there, a little hard to see, but that CV there is not ripped, which is good. Your spring intact, not seeing any leak on the diff on this side. Not seeing, okay, your sway bar link, everything is intact with that. That's your sway bar link in that side. That's your sway bar link in that side there, and that is intact as well. So not seeing any concerns. Your exhaust, stainless steel, lasts forever. And everything is good as far as the exhaust in the back goes here. Okay, just a little bit of rust on the bottom of the doors here. Surface rust, just so you're aware of it. Just a quick perusal of the interior. Very clean. Okay, you've got 116,000 K, so very low K on this thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any check engine lights. Okay, so everything is good for that. No cracks in the windshield, as you can see through there. And then we're going to take a look at the motor right now. This is just a quick perusal of your console and back of your seat as well, nice and clean. Okay. Motor's very clean. I'm not hearing anything of concern as far as NOx go. And my main concern on any motor is I always check under the cap. Just a second here. Okay, I always check under the oil filter cap to see if there's any white goo, because that would indicate of an internal leakage of antifreeze mixing with oil. But this is clean, so there is no indication of that. And I'm not surprised. 116,000 K. I mean, these motors get a whole lot more than that. Okay, now on the other side, you got some surface rust on the doors on this door here. So I just want to make you aware of that. That is as well. But other than that, I am not seeing any concerns with this vehicle, and so you can make an informed decision whether this is for you or not.